Goodbye YouTube, happy Friday or Saturday to all my hacks out there, depending on when I decide to upload this. Today's battle is against Chunx93, 93, not too sure. But if you stumbled across this man, please leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to add your channel link in the description. But yeah, with that, how about we get right into the team preview now. Obviously, the biggest threat on this team is Mew. Just because Mew is so versatile, I have to be careful how I play around it. Next biggest threat is going to be Zapdos. Again, Zapdos can be a wall, it can be a tank, it can be offensive. So yeah, as long as I have Porygon 2 and my Roserade for it, I shouldn't really be too worried about it. Next off is going to be the Swampert and Blastoise, just because they are two fairly bulky Pokemon. So if I lose my Roserade, then I could be in a bit of a situation. But yeah, hopefully that's not going to happen. Now, Heracross and Chandelure are not threats whatsoever. Because Chandelure I have Trace Porygon 2 for. Then Heracross, I have Chandelure to resist the Mega Horn. Got Suicune to take Mega Horn or Close Combat. Then I have Xatu to resist the Close Combat. So yeah, those two are not going to be threats whatsoever. The battle's already started. So he will be leading off with the Swampert, as I'm going to be leading off with my Xatu. Now, right off the bat, I go for a Psyshock. Honestly, I don't know why I went for Psyshock. Funny story, before this battle happened, I actually had Grass Knot on the Xatu. And I took it off for Thunder Wave. Yeah, that was really stupid of me, because here, if I had Grass Knot, then it really would have come in handy. But I am going to roost up just to get rid of my flying ability and to get some... Why do I always say flying ability? Flying typing and get some recovery, as... because he's got Ice Punch, I'm thinking that maybe he's got Waterfall to go with Ice Punch, because normally what I see is Ice Beam and Scald, so Ice Punch and Waterfall physically instead of specially, but yeah. I'm just going to switch out to my Roserade, just to take whatever he wants to throw at me, and luckily the Ice Punch does not take me out, so next turn, since I am naturally faster than Swampert, I will be able to get off the Giga Drain. Now, I know the switch was very obvious, but it was still fairly early on in the battle, so going for the Giga Drain was the best thing I could have done, as he actually switched out to Chandelure. Now, that was also very risky, because I also could have gone for the Sleep Powder. I don't carry Sleep Powder. I could have gone for the Sunspore. I carry Sunspore because it's just a weird set I was trying out. But here is where Trace Porygon 2 was such a monster. I traced the Flash Fire, which completely nullifies the Overheat, and because most Chandelure are either Scarfed or Specs, I can freely go for a Tri-Attack on whatever comes in, and either maybe burn it, freeze it, or paralyze it. But no, unfortunately that does not happen. So this turn I'm going to switch out to my Xatu on the off chance that if he did go for the Scald, I don't want my Porygon 2 to be burned, just because my only recovery move is Recover. I actually do not have leftovers, I do carry the Eviolite, and he unfortunately does get the burn on my Xatu, which makes its survivability that much less, as I'm just going to go for the U-turn because it's really the only thing I have to touch the Swampert. But thinking that maybe he's going to get up his rocks, knowing that I do have the U-turn and possibly U-turn out, either that or maybe go for the Ice Punch, I switch out into my Roserade, and luckily, because I think I resist the Earthquake, I will be able to take that. Now this turn, because I went for Giga Drain last turn on the Swampert, I know he's going to switch out, so I'm actually going to go for the Stun Spore. And yeah, as I said, this was just a set I was trying out for this team, just to pass paralysis around. Now, having Zapdos paralyzed is a very good thing, because as I said, if he's offensive, he's going to be crippled. If he's defensive, I can use that paralysis to my advantage. But this turn, because the Heat Wave is very obvious, I know he's going to go for the Thunderbolt, so I'm actually going to switch out to my Crocodile, and I'm going to go for the Stone Edge. Now, I possibly should have gone for the Crunch, or maybe the Earthquake on the off chance that he did switch out. But I still wanted just to play it safe and go for the Stone Edge, as he did switch out to the Swampert. Now, because... Why did I go into my Xatu? Hello? Yeah, looking back at this, I have no idea why I fired off my Xatu when I have a perfectly healthy Suicune that can easily just deal with this Swampert. Why did I do that? What? Whatever. So, I'm going to go for the Giga Drain, because I was hoping that he would think I would go for Sunspore, predicting him to switch out, and I could just blast him with the quad effective Giga Drain, but no, he does make the safe play, switching on the Zapdos. Now here, I honestly have nothing I want to switch in on the Zapdos, because I don't know if he's offensive or bulky, so my best bet is to stay in, get up Iller or Toxic Spikes. Yes, he does have the Blastoise, but Toxicking the Blastoise would definitely be a good thing for me in the long run of the battle. Also, if he doesn't switch directly out into Blastoise, I can Toxic whatever he wants to bring in, as I trace the Pursuit with my Porygon 2. Now this turn, the Ice Beam is fairly obvious, so I know he's going to switch out, so I'm just going to go for the safest move I have, go for the Tri Attack because I know he's not going to want to switch into Chandelure, just because if it is toxic, I can use that to my advantage later on in the battle, as he does opt to switch out to Swampert. Now, because I do have the Toxic Spikes, I think I'm able to bring him down to a point where Tri Attack will be able to KO him, but I actually end up getting a crit. Now, you saw how much damage the Tri Attack did before. I am modest max special attack, and that was stab, so I honestly do not know how much the crit did matter, because he could have got the rocks up, he could have got the Toxic or the Roar. So yeah, sorry about that, man. As he switched down to Blastoise now, obviously I'm not going to be fearing a Toxic because his main priority right now is to go for the Rapid Spin. So I know I will freely be able to get a Discharge off, and I've been debating switching Discharge to Thunderbolt just for the extra power, but nah, it's whatever. And I'm just rapidly going to speed this part up because it's just basically a long stall war, because I do not take him out with the Scald, and it honestly does nothing. But because I am asleep, he's going to opt to switch out into his Mew. Now, at this point, he doesn't know if I have the Roar or not, because I could also be Calm Mind, Scald, Sleep Talk, the standard Crocoon set, or I can be the Scald Roar set. And I actually do get the Scald. Unfortunately, you guys saw my last battle, I do not get lucky with Scald with Suicune. So yeah, I do not get the burn, but I do get a decent chunk of damage off on the Mew. As this turn, I'm going to go for the Sleep Talk. Unfortunately, I pull the rest, and he's actually going to go for another nasty plot. If I was him, I would have gone for the Giga Drain. Even if my opponent didn't have the Roar and actually had Calm Mind, I would still just go for Giga Drain to get some extra damage off. But here, I do reveal to him I do have the Roar, and I'm able to roar that big threat out of here. So I do manage to roar him out to Zapdos, which really is unfortunate. But this turn, I'm going to switch out to my Lumiere, thinking he will go for the Heat Wave, thinking I would switch out to Crocodile to take the Thunderbolt and I can get a Flash Fire. But yeah, he does make the good play, goes for the Thunderbolt, and judging for how much damage that Thunderbolt did, maybe he is offensive. And here I actually get a crit. Again, I don't know if Zapdos was bulky or offensive, so I don't know if that crit really did matter in the long run. But if it did, I do apologize for that, because he easily could have 2-hit KO'd my Chandelure as he switches out to his own Chandelure. Now, I was hoping that he would predict me to switch out to Porygon 2 to take the Hidden Power Fighting. Predict me to switch out to Porygon 2 and either go for Hidden Power Fighting or go for Energy Ball. So yeah, that's why I fought it off my Chandelure, left it my Chandelure, sorry. But here he does make a very good prediction. Predicts me to go for the Pursuit, stays in, Shadow Balls me. Actually does get the Special Defense drop, but honestly the Special Defense drop really doesn't matter, because I know he's not going to bring in the Mew, because I do have the Pursuit and I am a +1, and that is super effective. So I know he's going to switch out to Heracross. As this turn, I'm going to switch out into my Suicune, just because it's the best thing I have to deal with this Heracross, as I said earlier in the team preview. And oh my god, that close combat did nothing! Suicune, you are just a fucking monster. Oh my god, Suicune is such a big threat in you. You guys have no idea. So this turn, he's just going to fire off his Blastoise, as I just go straight for the Scald, which means he does get a free switch out to Mew. But obviously, knowing that he does have the Nasty Plot, I'm just going to go for the Roar. And he actually ends up having the Giga Drain, which, you know what, I'm not going to bash him about, because I can see why he would have the Giga Drain. Just because to hit bulky waters, Suicune, Blastoise, and Swampert, which can almost completely wall Mew. As he switches out to Heracross, actually hits a Mega Horn. Now, for some reason, I went for the Scald. Honestly, I don't know why. I should have rested, but you know what? I actually do get the burn. Now, here is where one crucial hacks happens. He misses the Mega Horn. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did not feel bad about that whatsoever. Just because I get hacks in so many battles, it's about damn time my opponent gets some hacks where it benefits me. So yeah, I do not care about that miss. And I'm able to get rid of the Heracross because it is a double down. Yeah, hopefully that didn't come off as Ashfulish. But yeah, I do get hacks, and you know what, getting a little hacks here and there that helps me out is definitely welcomed. But yeah, he's going to go out into his last, which is the Mew. Now, the reason why I did not go into my Crocodile, because in Adamant Crunch, hitting a Mew with just 4 HP investments does around 78 to 90%. So I know if I brought in my Crocodile, he easily could have just KO'd me with the Giga Drain or the possible Aura Sphere. And as you saw there, I took a +2 super effective Aura Sphere. Oh my god, Porygon 2, you're a monster. And I have 0 special defense investments. Holy crap, this thing is powerful. And there, if he had taken me out with the Giga Drain, it wouldn't have mattered, because he wouldn't have been at enough HP to where I could have not KO'd him with the Crunch. So yeah, here he's just going to finish me off with the Giga Drain. So now I will freely be able to bring in my Crocodile and just revenge kill him with the Crunch. I also could have gone for the Pursuit just to be a bit of an asshole, but I decided to go for the safe play and just finish him off with the Crunch. So that was the very narrow 1-0 victory in my favor. Very, very good game. Chunx93, 94, sorry dude. But yeah, as I said, if you have a channel, please leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to add it in the description. If you guys did enjoy the video or the battle, please leave a like. And make sure to hit the subscriber button if you are not subscribed to me yet. Also, a question of the day. Do you guys like me doing the team preview like I did before the battle? Honestly, I think it's very informative, so you guys know what I have and you guys know what my opponent have. But yeah, I want you guys to have a say-so in it, so please leave a comment down below if you like team preview or not. And with that, I do believe I am out of here, guys. Later.